Okay folks, today we're going to test this 1970 Fairlane AM/FM stereo radio, and it's a pretty nice unit. You'll see more in the pictures, but you'll see the model number here is 0FBO, and you can see that the forward part number here originally started with C9, and you can see a shadow where there used to be a sticker over it, and it would have had a 1970 part number. So this is likely originally a 1969 radio, and they recycled it over into the 70 model year, which is fairly common with these old late 60s radios. Anyway, this one came out of a 1970 Fairlane, but will also fit multiple years, I think 68 to 70. Torino and Montego, Ranchero, what else? I can't think of the others, but there's a few other of the same body style that use the same dash that this radio will fit. This particular one, of course, says Fairlane on the lens there. Real nice radio overall. Original inner and outer knobs are here. The face is pretty darn nice. The chrome is pitted on the outer edge here, but what you really need to be concerned with is this front running edge as well as the inner. And there's some light pitting on the inner, but nothing crazy. The lens is real nice. The stereo selector is in good condition. Push buttons have some scratches and tweaks here and there, but with a little TLC they could really clean up a lot. The case is real nice. You'll see more in the pictures, but it's not all rotten and nasty. The decals and stuff are still here. You can see it's dated the 289th day of '69 there. The wiring's still really long. The factory connectors are gone, but plenty of room to splice in there. And yeah, we have it hooked up to a 12-volt power supply, antenna, and the correct 8-ohm speaker, and we're going to test it. Before we get started, I should tell you that my AM signal where I live here is pretty weak from about the center of the dial on down. To complicate things even more, we're in a steel building here, and the steel building has a tendency to mess with the AM reception or give the AM a bit of a buzz in the background. So keep that in mind. It's not the radio, just where I live here. So anyway, we'll test it out.
Las cosas. Civics lesson, and I find it very meaningful that we have
with all his political views, of course, but
sure, that's great, and that may produce,
because it is a global effort.
Okay, we'll switch over to FM here. Losing our focus a little bit. So I can show you the static doesn't, or the volume control when you adjust it doesn't get all crackly. I haven't been able to get the stereo indicator light that's in the back right corner here to light up, so it might need a bulb or need adjustment or something. Being a radio that's this old, you should really plan on sending it out and having it serviced anyhow, just to make sure everything functions as it should. They're full of capacitors and transistors and things that just go bad over time, so having it freshened up before you put it in the car will just make sure that it lasts a long time for you. But it is important to know that all the functions work before you send it in, so you don't end up with a bunch of extra work that you didn't know about. So that's what this test is all about.
Best inventory around at Salinas Auto Sales.
Both pair of boots for less than $32. Plus, I earned.
With 4 lines based on analysis of Verizon and T-Mobile.
Come to Outdoor Supply Hardware August 27th.
I'm getting a lot of backlash on YouTube, but I like making French, the country's 2 official languages, but Canada...
Kind of speed it up here. Russia. It's taking a long time.
To go back to school. All you...
Anyway, real nice. I'll show you the push buttons work. And finally, I'll show you how to set a push button. So if we find a station we like, let's say we like this station. We pick any push button we like, pull it out, so you can see it's slightly out further than the others. Push it back in. No matter where we go, we can go right back to where we were. Oh, one other thing, I should show you that both audio channels work here. So right now we're on the orange channel. The white wire is also the other audio channel, so we can switch over to that one. And you can see that we also have strong sound on that station as well. Anyway, if you've been looking for a factory AM/FM stereo for your vintage Fairlane or Torino, Ranchero, Montego, don't miss this one. They rarely come up for sale. This one works well on AM and FM. Like I said, it should be serviced before you install it just for trouble-free use, but it does work, so you know that you're not going to be dealing with a bunch of issues as far as not having AM or FM or whatever it might be. You could also, if you're a gambling person, just install it the way it is. It'll probably be fine, but I like to tell people if they haven't been serviced that you should probably go through them. Anyway, don't miss it, guys. This is a really nice factory AM/FM stereo that's complete with the knobs and everything. They don't come up for sale very often anymore, and when they do, once they sell, they end up in a car and they're not around anymore. So anyway, don't miss it, guys. Bye.